Today I spoke about the problems related to animal testing for Botox and botulinum toxin. It is still a thing that is done in the European Union and in many other countries around the world, although many countries forbid animal testing for cosmetic purposes, but Botox and similar products are not treated as cosmetics and cause very severe animal suffering. This is a very big problem. There are some methods which are without animals, but there is a double standard. The animal method can be done by all the companies, and the non-animal methods have to be validated in a very lengthy and complicated process, and therefore not all companies do this, and this is something that has to be changed. These LD50 tests that are required for the testing of Botox and similar products stand for lethal doses for 50% of the animals, and groups of animals are injected in the stomach with different dilutions of the Botox products. The producer have to test at which concentration exactly 50% of the animals die. So this is very, very cruel, and they suffer a lot. They're partly paralyzed, they strive to breathe, and it can last several days until the animals die by asphyxiation. Or they are paralyzed and they cannot eat and drink anymore. Really one of the most severe animal tests that people do nowadays. It is not very clear which companies nowadays do these tests. Well, I would say that all companies do these tests to some extent, because although many companies have now switched to alternative methods based on human cells, for some of the tests these methods are still not approved by the regulatory bodies, and this is a big problem. The biggest producers of these products, like Allergan, Merz, Galderma, already have such tests implemented. However, we know that some companies like Merz have stopped to test in Germany, but are still doing tests in other countries. We don't know which ones, but this is of course something that has to be addressed. There are some products that are marketed as animal-free, but as I said, as far as we know, there is not complete transparency, so we cannot be 100% sure. But as far as we know, there are still some animal testing required for specific steps, even if the majority of the tests at some companies are now over and are not done anymore. For some specific steps, they are still required, and as far as we know, they still continue. So there is no company which we can suggest as a good, really 100% animal cruelty-free company, as far as we know. If there are companies that want to prove us otherwise, or if there are companies that say, no, we don't make any animal tests at all, we will be very interested to learn about this. But so far, nobody has really said this. One of the best ways is to help stop these experiments is to inform the public, because I think most of the people who use Botox products don't know what this means for the animals, and to raise the awareness about this will already have some effect. And also we have to continue speaking with the regulatory agencies that these non-animal tests are acknowledged, validated, and accepted more easily, because now any company can take these animal tests and do them, but the alternatives or the non-animal tests require this very complex validation process.